Lots and lots and lots of witnesses. Judge Alfred H. Bennett, Judge Ellison, Greg Abbott, the Attorney Generals for the state of Texas, the Attorney General's Office for the Department of Justice of the United States government. Let's see, Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, everybody that was in the courtroom, all those lawyers from all over the country, Houston Chronicle, and on and on and on. Bottom line is, there's a lot of witnesses to the installment payments that are being collected through the U.S. mails. Yep. Mail fraud, Judge Bennett. Mail fraud, Judge Ellison. Mail fraud, Governor Abbott. Mail fraud, Ken Paxton. Mail fraud, it's not Pam Bondi anymore. Mail fraud, there, Cash Patel. Using the U.S. postal system, Scott Bassett, Colin McDonald, J.D. Vance. They're using the postal system to collect the installment payments on that giant swindle fraud scheme called Colony Ridge, and thousands of others. Yeah, there's lots of material witnesses here. David Cruz of LULAC. Lots and lots of material witnesses here. Whistleblowers United. Tons and tons of witnesses here. Professor William K. Black, June Carbone, Patrick Lovell, Eric Vaughn. Huge numbers of witnesses there. Catherine Austin Fitts. Catherine Austin Fitts is claiming that trillions and trillions have been looted. I know somebody else that's been claiming that for a long time too. Trillions upon trillions upon trillions have been looted using these installment payment schemes. How about that, Judge Bennett? That's pretty good, huh? And to those U.S. attorneys that were in the courtroom there, I guess it was on the 10th. I forget what the day of that. I think it was the 10th. Maria Acevedo was there. And for everybody involved, I got a videotape of that hearing. I got a recording of the whole hearing. Somebody decided to send to me. Yeah, I got a recording of that hearing, Judge Bennett. Sure did. And I want to know, Judge Bennett, why are they collecting all these installment payments through the U.S. postal system? You're a lawyer. You're a federal judge. Let's talk about that a little while with Judge, is it Keith Ellison and the Harris mob? They're using the postal system, and they're making electronic payments through banks. David Cruz, there's a whole bunch of banks. Oh, God, there's more banks involved in Colony Ridge than you can possibly imagine. Processing all those payments, title insurance, policies, and tax payments, and just everything you can imagine. They're using the U.S. mail for the foreclosures, where they churn the properties. They're using the postal system for all kind of foreclosure, legal notices, collections demands, and acceleration notices. U.S. mail fraud on steroids. And then, of course, you got thousands and thousands more all over the United States. Ain't that just fascinating? Who's the current Attorney General of the United States, Donald Trump? Come on, J.D. Vance, who's running the Justice Department? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it right there. And Paul Peltier, and is it Mark Law? Yeah, the Whistleblowers United with all that Professor Black crew there and Patrick Lovell. You talk about fraud. Let's talk about Catherine Austin Fitts claims that trillions were looted. And then we can talk about Witham and his trillions looted, trillions laundered.